showcase my top 5 meta assault rifle loadouts in Warzone 2 Season 4. Basically just going through and telling you guys exactly what you should be running in the current meta. But first, before hopping into any of that, I want to give a huge shout out to Chan, Soda, and King for having my post notifications on. Without further ado, let's hop directly into loading number 1. For the first AR in the list, we have the Lachmann 5.56, which you guys know has absolutely zero recoil and it's incredibly easy to use. So of course, let me get you guys the build real quick. For the first attachment, we have the Harbinger D20 suppressor, giving you absolutely everything you need to help out the build with the sound suppression, bullet velocity, damage range, and recoil smoothness. For the tuning on the suppressor, I did plus 0.99 for that recoil smoothness and plus 0.90 for that bolt velocity. Mixing in absolutely perfect is the 15.9-inch Lachmann wrap barrel, giving you even more bolt velocity, damage range, recoil control, and hipfire accuracy. Again, making it to where the Lachmann 5.56 has absolutely zero recoil. You're getting closer to hit scan and you're making it hit harder. For the tuning on the barrel, I did plus 0.35 for that recoil steadiness and plus 0.19 for that damage range. Speaking of being a beam, you have the F-Tac Ripper 56 for the underbarrel, giving you the aiming auto stability, hipfire accuracy, and recoil stabilization. Another massive reason why this build has no recoil at all. For the tuning on the underbarrel, I completely maxed it out for that recoil stabilization, and I did plus 0.25 for that aiming auto stability. Like I always tell you guys, the optics are 100% personal preference. You can run whatever you feel the most comfortable with, but for me, I absolutely love using the MW2. For the tuning on the optic, I did negative 1.35 for the ADS speed and negative 1.01 for far. And of course, for the last and final attachment, we have the 60 round mag, increasing that mag capacity, making it to where you don't have to reload after every single kill. But overall, that's my full build for the Lachmann 5.56 assault rifle. Like I was saying before, this is the best assault rifle in the entire game right now, and in my opinion, it is by far that #1 spot in the current meta. So if you guys haven't already, go through, give the full build a try, tell me the highest kill game you guys get with it. But like I said, that is gun #1 and loading #1. Without further ado, let's hop directly into loadout number 2. AR number 2 on the list, we have the M4 assault rifle, which you guys know how much I love the M4. It's the old reliable of Warzone, and it's really just never been bad. So of course, for this build, we have the Sack and Tread 40 compensator, giving you that vertical and horizontal recoil control, making it to where the M4 is an absolute beam. For the tuning on the muzzle, I did plus 0.36 for that recoil stabilization and plus 0.29 for that recoil control. Making the M4 even more useful is the high tower 20-inch barrel, giving you that bolt velocity, damage range, recoil control, and hipfire accuracy, helping out the M4 in every possible way. For the tuning on the barrel, I did plus 0.19 for that recoil steadiness and plus 0.40, completely maxing it out for that damage range. Then speaking of being a beam, you have the F-Tac Ripper 56 for the underbarrel again, giving you that aiming auto stability, hipfire accuracy, and recoil stabilization. For the tuning on the underbarrel, I did plus 0.54 for the recoil stabilization and plus 0.30 for that aiming auto stability. Then we're tossing on the 5.56 high velocity ammunition, giving you even more bolt velocity, mixing in absolutely perfect with the barrel, getting you even closer to hit scan. And of course, for the last and final attachment, we have the 45 round mag, increasing that mag capacity, but also holding on to even more mobility, making you faster on the map compared to the 60 round mag. But overall, that's my full build for the M4 assault rifle in Warzone 2 Season 4. Obviously, it's a little bit more of a different build compared to what I usually run, but it's absolutely fantastic, especially on ashika and Vandal. So of course, go through, give the full build a try, tell me the highest kill game you guys get with it. Like I said, that's AR number 2 and loading number 2. Without further ado, let's hop directly into number 3. Loading number 3 is actually an assault rifle I just dropped a video fully showcasing. It's the brand new Tempus Razorback, which just like the M4, I built it for that close and medium range, and you are absolutely flying around the map with it. So of course, for this build, same exact muzzle as the M4, we have the Sack and Tread 40, giving you that vertical and horizontal recoil control, making it to where you can beam anybody you need to using this Tempus Razorback. For the tuning on the muzzle, I did plus 0.54 for that recoil stabilization and plus 0.16 for that recoil control. Helping out the Tempus Razorback even more is the 16-inch Tanker V barrel, giving you that recoil control and bolt velocity, again, making you an absolute beam and getting you closer to hit scan. For the tuning on the barrel, I did plus 0.15 for that recoil steadiness and plus 0.22 for that damage range. Like I was saying before, we have it built for that close and medium range, so I tossed in the Cronin Mini Pro, which is a super clean little blue dot. For the tuning on the optic, I did negative 0.97 for the ADS speed, and for the bottom bar, I left it completely even at 0.0. Mixing in perfect with the barrel is the 5.56 high velocity ammunition, giving you even more bolt velocity, again, getting you closer to hit scan. For the tuning on the ammunition, I completely maxed it out for that damage range, and I completely maxed it out for that bolt velocity. And of course, for the last and final attachment, we have the 60 round mag, increase that mag capacity, especially with the fast fire rate that the Tempus Razorback has. This makes it to where you aren't reloading after every single kill. But overall, that's my full build for the brand new Tempus Razorback assault rifle. Obviously, like I was saying before, this is a gun I just recently recently showcased and dropped almost a 50 bomb with. One of my favorite guns in the entire game. So if you guys haven't already, go through, give the full build a try, tell me the highest kill game you guys get with this one. But like I said, that is loading number 3 on the list. So let's hop directly into AR number 4. Loading number 4 is another gun just like the Lachmann 556 that has absolutely zero recoil. Incredibly easy to use with actually solid damage. We got the Kastov 545. So of course, let me get you guys the attachments. For the first attachment, we have the Harbinger D20 suppressor, giving you the exact same pros and cons as the Lachmann 556. For the tuning on the suppressor, I did plus 0.99 for that recoil smoothness, and I completely maxed it out for that bolt velocity. Helping out the Kastov 545 even more is the IGK 3406 barrel, giving you that bolt velocity, recoil control, damage range, and hip fire accuracy, making it to where you're an absolute beam. You're making the Kastov 545 hit even harder, and you're getting closer to hit scan. For the tuning on the barrel, I did plus 0.19 for that recoil steadiness and plus 0.25 for that damage range. Making you even more of a beam is the F-Tac Ripper 56 for the underbarrel, helping you out with that aiming auto stability, hip fire accuracy, and recoil stabilization. For the tuning on the underbarrel, I did plus 0.44 for that recoil stabilization, and I completely maxed it out for that aiming auto stability. Then, just like I always tell you guys, the optics are 100% personal preference. You can run whatever you feel the best with, but for me, on the Kastov 545, I absolutely love running the MW2. For the tuning on the optic, I completely maxed it out for that ADS speed, and I also tuned it for negative 1.01 for far. And of course, for the last and final attachment, we have the 45 round mag, increase that mag capacity, make it to where you can beam an entire 4-stack if you really need to. But overall, that's my full build for the Kastov 545 assault rifle in Warzone 2 Season 4. Like I was saying, this is another gun just like the Lachmann 556 that has absolutely zero recoil, and it's incredibly easy to use. So if you guys haven't already, go through, give the full build a try, tell me the highest kill game you guys get with this one. Like I said, that is our loading number 4. Stop directly into our loading number 5, our last loading on the list. Loading number 5 and our last loadout on the list is actually another very low recoil assault rifle. It's the TAC 56, which is also one of my favorites. So of course, let me get you guys the build real quick. We're tossing on the Harbinger D20 suppressor, which you guys know I run on a lot of my primary builds, giving you guys the exact same pros and cons. For the tuning on the suppressor, I completely maxed it out for that recoil smoothness, and I completely maxed it out for that bolt velocity. Mixing in absolutely perfect is the 17.5 inch Tundra Pro barrel, giving you even more damage range, hip fire accuracy, and bolt velocity. Again, making the TAC 56 hit even harder, making you more accurate from the hip, and getting you closer to hit scan. For the tuning on the barrel, I did plus 0.15 for that recoil steadiness and plus 0.10 for that damage range. Then for the underbarrel, we got the F-Tac Ripper 56, giving you that aiming auto stability, hip fire accuracy, and recoil stabilization, making it to where the TAC 56 is an absolute beam. For the tuning on the underbarrel, I completely maxed it out for that recoil stabilization, and I completely maxed it out for the aiming auto stability. Then, like I always tell you guys, the optics are 100% personal preference, but for me with the TAC 56, I still love running the MW4. For the tuning on the optic, I did negative 1.84 for the ADS speed and negative 1.01 for far. And of course, for the last and final attachment, I have the 60 round mag, which is actually all personal preference. If you guys want to, you could drop the 60 round mag down to the 40 round mag. But overall, that's my full build for the TAC 56 assault rifle. So of course, if you guys haven't already, go through, give this whole build a try. But like I said, that's my loading number 5. So overall, those are all my top 5 assault rifles in the current meta for Warzone 2 Season 4. So go through, give every single loadout a try, then go down to the comments below and let me know if they help you out at all. And if they do, hit that big red subscribe button. That's it for the video.